Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping in. In this tutorial I'm going to show you my secret and how I easily fill the hair for a tint back and do it quickly and easy and sufficiently. And then I'm going to show you how I do the copper color melt into a buttery copper ends. This is the before picture of how her hair started out as, and this is the after. You can see kind of melted into a lighter copper color. So first I'm going to start out by clarifying the hair. I like to pre-wash the hair with a clarifying shampoo or even a Malibu if needed, just to remove buildup and impurities and product and all that kind of stuff that can that's already filling in the hair, which makes it harder for the color molecules to fit. So I let that sit for about 5 minutes while I mix up the pre-filler. The pre-filler is just shades of Q, 6AA and 6WG. Most of the formula is the AA, which for people who don't know shades of Q, it's not ash, it's apricot. It's orange-based pigments. I'm putting them at the root and not on the ends. It's just quicker to put them in like this. I know the hair is damp, but I towel dried it very, very well. And then I'm going to make sure I massage it around so it gets thoroughly saturated. As you see here, I'm holding the ends out of the way and combing the rest through so it blends down nice. Now, when I let that sit for about 15 minutes, I'm holding the ends out again while I rinse it really, really well, because I don't want it to color the ends of the hair as it runs out, or the water in the sink. If that's orange, it will stain the ends. It can pick up that pigment too. Now I'm just rinse it. I do not shampoo since I already shampooed, and I towel dry the hair very, very well. Now I'm back here mixing up the root color, which is a 3N and a 5N in shades gloss, but I'm using a new cream developer. This is going to match her root color, her natural hair color, and then to help blend down and pull down her natural hair color so it's not, she doesn't have that line there. She's a natural level 5, but I'm mixing up a level 4 because what I'm going to put on the hair first will dilute the level a little bit and lighten it up. So I want to make sure I'm using a level darker, and I'll get into that once we get there. So this is the mid-shaft color that I'm melting. You see I'm using a 7C, a 7G, a 5C, a 5G, a little bit of 6CR, and I think I end up putting a 6WG in there also. You'll see. I show you all the colors, so you already know. And again, I'm using the cream developer for this service so it doesn't drip everywhere. Now I just rough dried the hair. It doesn't have to be completely dry, but enough that the color can get soaked in there. So you thought I was probably going to first put the neutral on her natural color, melt down, didn't ya? But I'm not. I'm actually just going in and adding that copper red color that I just mixed up last, starting from roots to mid shaft, bringing them halfway down the hair shaft, a little bit longer in some places, a little bit shorter in others. Now here's where I start adding in the 3N and 5N, so 4N. Now I'm going to go through and put that at the root. So basically by doing the copper red color first, which is the color, my gold color for the mid shaft. I went ahead and put it at the root too and blurred it down because it acts as even better, even more of a filler to those bright highlights that were up there higher that I don't want to be there. So over top of it, by putting the level 4, it'll basically end up being more like a 5 because I used a lot of 7s and 6s in the copper formula / filler formula. So I hope that makes sense. So now I'm just going through and adding the neutral. I don't need the root color to be neutral. I wanted it to be warmer. So by putting that copper red on there first, well, now I have mixed together basically a level 6 copper golden red with a 4N. So what's that going to make? That's going to make basically a level 5 warm brown, which is what I wanted that melt root color to be. So voila. I go through and do the roots the whole way, kind of smudge it down. I'm using the Framar, the very wide brush. It's one of the best brushes ever for root tapping, for root smudging, for color melting. It does a whole pretty wide area. When you're doing this, make sure you keep dipping your brush. That way you know for sure what's on there is the color that you're adding, because there's so much color on the head now that the brush isn't going to lose color. It's always going to have a bunch of color on it. So just make sure you keep it saturated with the right color. Now, of course, in the bang area, the front, I'm not going to bring I'm just going to bring the dark down far enough to blur that root line in. You can see that line of demarcation. And then I'll just add the copper red pigment right after that and comb it through and not bring it down any further because I want to keep it blonder around the face. So now, since both the formulas are on there, I am using my comb to blur the color or blend the color all together. I had a process for 25 minutes. Again, hold on to the ends of the hair while you're rinsing the color so it doesn't grab onto the ends. You're going to try to rinse until the water runs clear, but it's probably not going to run clear. After rinsing, I do not shampoo first. I just towel dry the ends really, really well before I add the toner to the blonde on the ends. And I am using here 9AA and 8WG. More of the 9AA than the WG because I still want to keep it. It makes a really pretty buttery blonde, especially for those that want like a warm low light. It's perfect for that if they're really, really porous and they're already an ashy blonde. It just makes a pretty beautiful, beautiful tone. That sat for 15 minutes. So finally, after rinsing the last toner, I do shampoo, and now I'm going to give her a hair treatment. These are the Redken shots. I'm using the Extreme, which adds protein, the keratin, and also the Color Care, which is the will add moisture and seal the cuticle and help lock in the color. These go on. You can mix up to 3 altogether. They have an all soft, and they have another one. I can't remember. I just started using them. They sit for 5 minutes. Then you spray in the Fix Phase, which is a pH balancer, massage it around, and rinse it out. We are loving the end result. It is beautiful. Hopefully it'll last a while. Coppers tend to fade quite a bit. That's why by doing the pH balancing and anything you can do to lock in color is the best for the longevity of the hair and the health of the hair also. Thanks so much for stopping in. I hope you learned something today. And if you have any ideas or tips and tricks about filling the hair and tinting back, I would love to read them below. So leave a comment and come back soon. Bye.